Gentlemen, welcome back. We have a building video to do today. I wanted to build a secondary base because we are kind of running out of NPC places. So what you see in front of you, you're probably like, Legends, what the hell is that? Well, yeah, that's pretty much where we're going to be building. The only reason why we are pretty much building here is because there is a fishing spot right there. You can't see it from this far. It's not rendering. But it is one of those good ones, you know, with the fish going in a circle. Also, looks like my render range isn't that far away. I can even see the windows there. But we're gonna hop down here. It is floating for the time being. The bottom will come later. The bottom is going to be something similar to that and like that. I wish we had a form of pillar where you could make it look like a dock. Now there might be a way I could, you know, shimmy it, but I also do not feel like doing it. So what we've got in here, there is a whole bunch of stuff that I want to build with. It's obviously not going to be enough, but it's going to get us starters to the point where we can build a couple buildings here for our NPCs. There's going to be a few little farms here as well, but for the most part, it's going to be a fishing spot. Let me have a quick gander. Right here. That's pretty much where we're going to be fishing most of the time. And I have gone ahead and upgraded my fishing alt to max level. So if I pull out my hammer here, you can see that it stretches out pretty damn far. Now, one more thing I will let you know. I did find a... Hold on, where are we here? Why is this looking all a little bit weird? There we go. If you remember, we did enter from this cave over into the new region. There is a shroud route underneath River Reach. It is, if you jump down the waterfall and swim inside of the waterfall, you'll find that. I was trying to finish this mission and I still haven't. I think it's just collecting a few lures. But there, yeah, I ended up finding out there's no real big enemies down there, so you can just go and clear that out. But with that said, we're going to hop straight into this one. Now, I really want... also, actually, hold on. I probably should keep beds in my inventory because we are going to have to sleep here to pass the day. If I go like this, I did make scaffolds to try and do something with the dock, but it honestly looked like absolute garbage, you know. I really didn't want to proceed with that. But for the most part, the base will be, or the houses will be palm leaves and bamboo blocks with these nice bamboo windows as well. And then for the flooring, right, it's going to be the shell limestone going into the ground. Let me put this here. I am kind of on call for work, so you might see a cut here and there because it is a little bit urgent on the weekend because obviously Black Friday. That's not necessarily being recorded, but Black Friday weekend. Hopefully nothing's too dramatic. For the time being, what we will be doing here, the floor will look nice like this, right? So the floor's gonna be, hold on, yep. Let me pull this up. So this is going to be, the limestone's going to be in the water to give it that like little mossy feel, if you know what I'm saying. And then we're going to put this for, I know it's not, doesn't fit the region, but it's, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. We don't want to make it look too run down. I want to make it look somewhat decent. Let me pull this up here for a moment. Then if we snap, yeah, it's good once you have everything sort of, I was going to say leveled, but it's not really on level, to be honest with you. But for the snapping part, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I will... Hold on. Press Y. I'll build in the water at some point to finish the underneath. I'll give you a little bit of a peek as well, because I'm not going to obviously show all that on video here, but... let me see now. How are we going to build this base? I did have a little bit of an idea in my head. In terms of how it's going to run, but figuring out how they're going to work, I don't exactly know. That's one thing, right? We're going to put that there, and then we're going to put that there. I honestly, actually, let's go ahead. I wouldn't mind having like, because I do have these as well. Hold on, let me. Wait, did I put... I did. Okay, we're going to have to make probably more of these guys as well because they are super pricey to make. Yeah, that works. That's actually not half bad. And then if I go ahead and... Let me just scratch my nose here real quick. Like this. And then we should be able to... That's a weird snap, isn't it? If we go... Yeah, it's not going to be great. That's okay. We're just going to have to work with the building. The one... Like... little irritation when building stuff. It's never going to be square, honestly, unless you spend all of your time building. It's not going to be square. It is what it is. It is what it is. And then we'll go over here like so. I'm thinking. We can, you know what? Yeah. Okay. Definitely. I was thinking something like along those lines. I'm thinking as we go. We have a lot of these, right? And they're probably, why did I think they were a lot bigger? Do we have, these guys here. Oh, it would have been good if we had like longer ones. Does that make any sense? Like, I mean, yeah, you know what? They're god awful high. I don't like that. We're gonna, this is where we have to run into like manual working, right? So from what I understand, we're gonna have to do this, right? And then go, and I feel like too high is, yeah, obviously, because over here is where you can see the windows, but it is a good height for windows. Why am I doing that? Let's go 6. Yeah, that's probably good. And then we're gonna have to, yeah, these guys are super expensive to make. I was just hoping there was like, oh yeah, see, this is the, okay, so it's not straight. It's not straight, but does that matter? Does that really matter, gentlemen? I don't think it does. Like, it doesn't matter. Honestly, you're not gonna, oh man, the rain, this kind of sucks. You're not going to see it for the most part. For the most part, it's going to be fine. And then, oh, look at that. I like the overhang. And then we go like that, right? If you've ever played Enshrouded, you're going to know that once you start building, you're going to be running into so many problems everywhere. We'll do that because I know we have some of the squares as well. Oh, no, that's not what we wanted. Right there. And then if we go and put some of these windows here, right? Like this, like so. Yep, that's pretty good. Because it is a fishing hut and it's going to be like that everywhere. Now, if I go ahead, I really do apologize for this rain. There's not a whole bunch that I can do here, right? Unfortunately, it is what it is. It is what it is. And it kind of gives it that aesthetical look, right? Because it is a fishing hut. It's meant to be wet. So we're going to put a door here. I don't know what doors I'm going to use as of yet. And then if I rotate this, yeah, that's perfect. And then I go there like that. And then we like, oh shit, hold on. That's not what we wanted. We wanted to put you down like so. Great. Yeah, not a half bad idea. And then if we go ahead, I'm trying to think of how I can do this without making it look too boxy. But again, it's all the buildings that they're supposed to be, right? We're not here to impress people. We're just here to give our villagers a home. If we go like this, yeah, I mean that could probably work. The area like that is looking a bit tight, right? Isn't it? Oh crap! Let's not do that. Let me think. Now, if we go ahead. Because we are going to have to build a bed here so we can sleep on this. So I don't have to go all the way back, right? If I go like that, yeah, that might not be half bad. It is pretty high up, but I kind of like it for this purpose here. Man, we're going to have to, yeah, we're going to have to make more bamboo windows. I think they were using pine leaves. That's why I didn't make a lot more of those. How do I, is there a way? There is. Now, I'm hoping at least this one is somewhat straight. Can I go ahead and just make maybe like stairs to get up? Because I can't get up like so. Just so I can see. And then we should be able to make it up from here like so. Yeah, no, you know what? This is really good. Even though you can't see over the edge, I feel like this gives it that nice look. We are out, so I'm going to go make more of these windows, I think, yeah, because we're going to need more. I might even go ahead and put a table here, I think. Yeah, that's probably going to be the best course of action. Let me see. You know what? Yeah, no, that's pretty good, actually, that amount of room. I might even actually go ahead and put a door here, but like a single door, right? We don't... Wait, is that a double door there? Yeah, that's a double door. Wait, do we have single doors? I can't even remember how they work. It's been a hot minute that I've gone ahead and built. That looks okay, cool. I need to go get some more windows. There we go. All right, so we did go ahead and do that. Now, let me go remove that. I also did put a bed in here just so we can sleep, and then we have a light just so we can see as well at night. Even though I won't be doing a lot of building at night, you won't see it, just obviously for, you know, video quality purposes. I did put a roof and then a little bit of an overhang with some additional railings around here. Now, I don't know the way I'm going to go with that. It's all, honestly, just going, I don't know, the way I feel, honestly. Up here, what I will end up doing, I'm going to go ahead and put, hold on, don't know why that's on my hotbar. Maybe like that. Does that work perfectly? Yes, it does. Even though there's like a little bit there, which kind of sucks. How does that work? You know what, though? That isn't even half bad. It might look off at places, but it's... Wait, why can't I... That is strange. Hold on. Maybe I have to remove this one first and... Wait. What the hell? And let me put it... Hold on. Maybe... Oh, okay. I have to do it from this side. Interesting. Okay, cool. You know what? That's not too bad. It gives it that little bit of a change. Okay, so now this is going to be a second floor, right? And then it's going to be a half because I want it. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking here. Half maybe. I'm not too sure. If I go, probably is that in line? Yeah, it is. Okay. And you know what? We might even actually, yeah, we probably do. Oh, dead. Hear that noise? I think that's midday. Is that midday? And then, because what I am actually, let's go ahead and pull this guy out here so we can see how far we have to build the wall. Because I want it to be outside, right? And what you're going to notice about this build, there's going to be a whole bunch of railings, dude. Whole bunch of railings. Oh man, that does suck though. It's not exactly straight, but maybe we can hide it, right? Maybe we can hide it somewhere over here. Is that... I don't know. It's something we're gonna have to definitely look into. And then same concept over here. I don't know. I wonder if there's like half railings. They do snap in at different positions as well. You know what? That's not even bad. That little bit of an overhang kind of gives it that nice little aesthetical. Interesting. Maybe we can remove this railing and then have the wall come across there, if that makes any sense. Yeah, you know what? That might not even be that bad. And then maybe the railings won't even need to be like that, will they? Oh, I think I've got an idea. Pull this out like so. Like, not there, legends. Well, not. Why are you snapping all over the place, game? There we go. Okay, that is probably how we're gonna have it, and then we're gonna have a door over here. Let me get out of this mode. We kind of want to in line with that, right? Because that's going to be our interior. We'll have a... Do we have a door on both sides? It's not even a bad idea, right? If we have doors on both sides, just if we need to get betwixt. Did I do that wrong? It is. See how easy it is to make mistakes? Oh man, building does... It does, if you have time, building like does take a very, very long time. Especially if you want something to come out good. That is not how I wanted that one. Anyway. Maybe have a... window there because it is overhanging. I'm not sure how exactly this is going to work for us. Ooh, do we play along with the overhang and just have that as a... let me see. It's kind of hard to tell, to be honest. I don't even know where the overhang is, and it's not a big overhang as well. All right, that should be our windows done. It's not perfect, that's for sure, but honestly, I feel like it looks good. So this is what we've done. You can see we've got 2 doors on each side, right? We've got this out here. You can see that, like, you've got this. There's no half railings, which kind of sucks. And I don't know what to do here, right? I have no idea. It's going to go into our building. What I can probably do if I go R and right click, no, that's not the right one. I think it's, hold on, let me, if it's, is it Q maybe? Q and right click? No, that's up and down. I guess I don't know. This is going to be one of those things that I'm going to have to mess around with. You know what? We might actually be able to just get away with it and just do this, right? It might not even look half bad. You know what? That is not even half bad. Okay. Okay. That might be something. Okay. Okay. Definitely what we're going to look into. Also, a little bit of a bummer, right? I wish they gave us... Yeah, it's not going to match. It would be nice. Well, maybe it might. I don't know. Let's have a look. Yeah, I don't like that. I do not... I mean, maybe it exists out there, but I think we might have to just leave it as is. I did go ahead and make a shit ton of those just in case. Also, we do have other like tropical wood fence posts too that we're going to use at some point in time, but I want to get this roof going here just to see what it's going to look like. I don't even need that on my hotbar. What are you doing, Legends? At least it's only this little part here, so it's not going to be anything too crazy, right? If we go ahead like this, let's have a look. Roofing in this game is probably worse than doing any other form of build because it's just a pain in the ass. Okay, I mean, it's not too bad. Wait, that's going to be off center though, isn't it? That's definitely going to be off center. Ooh, what do we do here? Am I going to have to, like... do that? I might. You know what? It's not the worst case. Yeah, because that's going to be centered there. Okay, cool. Where is our roof again? It is down over yonder, like so. That's not a roof, Legends. We go like this. At nighttime, it does look like it's coming. I'm obviously not going to be showing all these buildings on camera because that's just going to be ridiculous. There's no point. But this is just to get the gist of how this is going to run, right? And obviously, this is going to take me a couple days to do because I do have a couple things that I don't have time for today. And obviously, I'm going to have to farm a shit ton of materials because this is not going to be enough. Where is it like this? Yeah, that's what we want. I have also designated that to a little farm. There's just going to be bits and bobs. I think that's going to be like a rice farm potentially. I have all the stuff needed for that. How do I? I'm thinking here. Thinking out loud, right? So if I go ahead and then just add another roof like that, that's going to give it that nice little undercover area so all our people can just hang around if they'd like to. I think that would be pretty nifty, no? Hold on. Maybe I should just have the snap on like so. Is that... So we need to go out like another 2 potentially? No, one more. Okay. There. All right, cool. And then... oh, shit. Hold on. We better not go into our base. That's... I don't... Will it matter? I'm not even too sure. Like that, right? And then they're going to have a little undercover area. Oh, also. Yeah, we're going to need... Oh, we've got a lot of this bamboo. One thing, wood is really easy to get in this next, like, the water DLC. Honestly, a lot easier to get than the rest. Like, you can just shoot explosive arrows into, like, the bamboo stuff over there, and it just all comes crashing down. I think that's... Oh, hold on. How did that go amiss? Yeah, no, that's cool. And then we're going to just put, like, you know, the basic roof there. I do have like vines that I want to throw up at some point. I don't know if that's going to be now. Why is that snapping to the bottom? I don't like that. I might have to maybe potentially do it like manually. Is this inside or outside? It's kind of hard to tell from this angle because we are going to fall off the edge. Yeah, it's not going to be perfect. We're going to have to add additional because, you know, that's not centered. But that's something I can go ahead and do. And then like so as well. Where is the little guys here? I could probably go ahead and place it like individually. Might be easier. And then what we're going to have to do, right? Hold on. Why does that look strange? That's not what I wanted. Legends. That's definitely not what I wanted. There we go. That's so good. All right. So we... Yep. Okay. Great. Thank you. I don't like how that overhang. Okay, I'm gonna have to go ahead and remove that, and then I'm gonna add a window in each one of those sides, and hopefully we should be able to deck out this, or probably just go ahead and create this farm here, because that seems like it's an idea. Definitely an idea. Okay, so I think I have finished this building. This is pretty much the outline. It doesn't look great from this side. I mean, it's not bad, right? You can see a little bit of things there, but it looks better from this side. If you look at it here, I think honestly that looks good, right? I'll show you exactly what we've done, but what I do want to do quickly, I'm gonna put like, you know what? I like that, right? And then what we will do is put one there, and can we go like, if we, oh man, I mean, that's not even bad. Just having one there is totally fine as well. And then if we have another one, say like at the door potentially, if someone, you know, if you have visitors and they're kind of waiting there, then you can let them in, right? I'll dump this away. Now, let me show you what I've done. The front is like this. You've got your patio, then you've got your balcony up here. Yep, it's kind of a little flat there, but whatever. Inside here, you've got your storage room, doors on both sides. The bed and everything is going to be decked out at some point soon. This is the upstairs. Not exactly sure. Not enough room for a bed, but I guess it could be just something. To be honest, I'm not even sure. What is going on up there? I feel like I've done something. They're both looking a little bit sus. I'm going to have to clean those up at some point. And then up here, we can put chairs and stuff like that. That's what we're going to be doing. And then I put a ladder up here as well. So if we need to get up here for whatever reason, we can. Not the prettiest, but it is what it is. For the next thing, oh, ow, okay. What I've wanted to do, I think I've got my soil here. And then I'm going to get some of this. And what else do I have? The soil is going to go in the water, obviously, and then because it is a moldy area, obviously water being water, it's going to go like this, right? And hopefully we don't have any issues with the water here, but we'll find out. I feel like that kind of gives it that nice little, it separates the textures, right? That's what we want. And then we can go ahead and plonk this in here. I don't want it too deep. I want it so when I walk, right, I don't have to swim. That's definitely not what I wanted. I like how it fixes itself there quickly. How's that? I think that's actually enough to get it going, right? Does it snap? It does. Perfect. And it's going to go into the rock. It's going to give it that nice little look, right? There we go. I don't even know if this is going to cut it off. Like cut our water supply off. I don't think it will. Can I go and get that a bit closer? Like, yeah, that's perfect. Like, that doesn't matter how we place this as long as we place it inside the walls here where we need it, right? And obviously it's still floating. I know it's floating. That's going to get fixed up. Like I said, we're not really going to use this area that much. I guess this is... it could be, you know, last minute we run out of materials, rice or whatever, algae. I doubt it though. I highly doubt that's going to be the case. Because we do have a similar setup at our base area place. Okay, I'll go ahead and put that there as well. Because I don't like the look of that. And then like this. And this is typically what our farms are going to look like, right? Like that and like that. Yeah, I think that's pretty solid. In terms of doing the underneath, I don't know. That's a whole nother story, right? And I think honestly that's gonna take the longest. There we go. That's perfect. Like so. If I go and get rice now, this should stick out. I don't know what I'm doing here, to be honest. I might even just go ahead and move those railings. What am I doing? Where are my railings? Yeah, let's switch it up a bit. Like, wow, why are you in that kind of weird position? Yeah, I mean, that's not that bad, right? The overhang. You know what? The overhang's not bad. I could put chests here and it's going to level that out. Ooh, yeah, you know what? That's not too bad. I kind of like it. I should go get some rice and test this out. Definitely. I think I have some back at base. I think that should be enough rice for our farm here. I've done a handful of things. I'm going to go ahead. Actually, you know what? We might as well just use all this. There we go. I've gone ahead and I've put the rice farm down like this, but I've also put the algae farm next to it like so. I've given it that little waterfall, honestly, and we are missing some algae as well. I've added the drains here just so the water can't go above that level. And I've noticed the change they've made where it doesn't look like the water's getting sucked into it, which is great. I love it. But there is a few more things. You see, hey, Legends, there's a few more buildings. That is absolutely correct because I'm not going to be showing all those on camera. We do have our middle spawning area, which is honestly amazing. And there will be additional things added to it. Let me take a breath. And then we've got another building here with all that stuff and things. One thing I do like about this building, it has a massive window wall. Look at that. Amazing. And then we have upstairs for every other little shit and thing to do. So this here is going to be another building, and then there is another spot for another building here. I might add another additional farm. I'm not sure. It might not be a big one over here. I don't know yet, honestly. But then I'm going to add a whole bunch of these aesthetical things like so. But the one thing I did want to show on camera, I'm not exactly sure. Oh, that's right. We do have a dog, and I did want to go ahead and place him down. He's going to be our first little addition to this base area place. So we might as well, we're going to go like this. And for the time being, right? For the time being, we don't want to put his food bowl in his sleeping space. There we go. He's going to be a bit lonely for the time being, but we needed some company, right? In terms, like I was saying, in terms of the underneath of this area, I don't exactly know what I'm going to do, honestly. And it might just be as simple as going straight down into the water, if that makes any sense. Hopefully this doesn't mess around with the fishies that we've got here, right? So this is what it's going to be. And like, hold on, should I go ahead and put on, I probably should, hey, like this, and then put this on as well, just so we have the breathing time like this. Yeah, I think like, what I was initially thinking, and I'll show you quickly, I'll give you a little bit of a rundown, but like the fact nobody's going to really see what's under here is just a whole nother story in itself. If we go like this, and the thing is, these things are hella expensive, right? If I could, I would. I don't even know if this is going to work. And plus, do they snap that? Oh, yeah, I mean, they kind of do. If we go like that, yes and no. Yes and no. Okay. And we'll see, because I'm not going to show all this on camera, obviously. Let me see here. Yeah, see how that's like that? I mean, it's not an issue. It's going to take some messing around up and down. Ooh, yeah. So basically what I was thinking, it's just going to be hollow. Yes, I want that little bit of an overhang. Whoa, oh shit, that scared the hell out of me. I'm not paying attention. Something I'm going to have to look at while I'm doing this, because I probably will drown a handful of times. That's exactly what I wanted to say. And then go ahead and do like something like this, right? And that's pretty much going to be... Wait, did I go too far in? I did. Yeah. It's a lot harder. It's a whole nother different element I have to deal with, right? Building in water. Because you can't just walk around and move freely. Let's see. Let's have a look. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to use those everywhere. They're just expensive. I don't know if I have the time, honestly, but if I do, I'm not going to cheap out on it, and I will go ahead and do that. And then obviously we go down like that. This is not going to be seen by anybody. It's just out of sight, out of mind, I guess. And then, yes, same concept goes along here. As long as the fish aren't interrupted by like I can fish properly, then it's not a problem at all, right? And then yeah, we'll go like that. And then it looks like we've got some these guys down here. Even though I think if you harvest them while they're in your altar area place, they're going to disappear permanently, which I think that's a little bit of a shame, but is what it is. Like so. Is that... Yeah, that's not there. It is super hard to see. And I might mirror it on the other side as well. there like so. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that around the whole base. Obviously, I'll finish the rest of the buildings. I'll go ahead and zhuzh up the place. I'm not sure exactly if I'm going to deck out every single building, but I will go ahead and move some of the NPCs here and their beds alongside amongst other things. So bear with me a moment. This is probably going to take me another day. Obviously, you're not going to see the day skip, but yeah, so let me go ahead and get this done, and then I'll bring you guys back when this whole base area place is completed and looking very schmick. The base has finally been completed after a full day of farming and building, gentlemen. Before I reveal the entire base, I just want to say if you can give this video any form of interaction, that would be absolutely unbelievable and amazing, just to show some support on the effort that I've gone through for this video. Now, let's go ahead and do the big reveal, dude. Look how good this looks. Now, nighttime is coming, which is good. The base looks absolutely unbelievable and amazing during the night. But before that happens, hopefully I have enough time. We'll start from the ground up. Before the cut, I did mention about doing something with the underground where you see all this stone. I didn't really do anything there. I did add some like vines and shit like that there, and then I also did go one in just so we have an sort of like the overhang all the way around there. Apart from that, that's not really going to be visible to anybody, so I really didn't want to put enough time into that. But let's start with the meat and potatoes. The NPCs I've gone ahead and put through is only the villagers, the guys we don't really use, the guys, because this is not going to be like our main base, right? It's going to be our fishing spot. I'll probably put a lot of effort into it, to be honest. We have chairs here. They are beds as well. And then I've gone ahead and put like just all these little boxes around. You'll notice that here in a moment. Then we have lights, and then like we have candles with food all the way around with some umbrellas. And that's pretty much going around everywhere. Now, this is one of the entrances, and then we have the fishing drying racks, I guess, here, because, you know, it's a fishing village, so we kind of need those here. And then we have the lights here, but they're not really visible now. This is the first villager's home. This is their bed. They all have the same bed. They all have like the sort of same style going on. You'll see that here shortly. I've got food and all that kind of stuff around with the nice castle sandstone bricks. And then up here, we have like the other chill out zone, right? With the table, food, candles, and all that kind of shenanigans. Over here, we've got a ladder to go up if they want to, you know, do it that way. And we have a storage room as well with some chairs and obviously lighting everywhere so it's visible. We made the, I guess, notice board here with these here. If you don't know how to do it, you can just rotate the books. The only downside is they're floating a little bit. I did put a slight waterfall with this water wheel here just so we can power those grindstones if we do need to use them. And then just to, you know, change it up a bit, I did add coconut trees. I haven't added coffee trees anywhere yet. I might do that maybe over that side just so we can separate the outside world with our village. And then we got, you know, the beer barrels and all that kind of stuff around here. You've seen both of our farms here with that waterfall there, but we'll go in here to the next person's base area place. We do have our doggy, and then we've got this going on. A shit ton of books, a shit ton of potions have been used like as placeholders here, and then, you know, you've got random stuff, bits and bobs, and then we've got another storage area. The only thing these guys don't have is toilets, which they don't need. They can just shit in the water, right? We don't really care for that. Another storage room up here, and then they've got their own little chill out zone as well. Up here, we've got pretty much nothing, to be honest, because it's the roof, and you don't want anything on the roof. Our middle base area place has these wind wheels, wind turbines, whatever you want to call them, and then let me get down there. I also have the chest full of my building materials that I used and did not use as well. Our VUCA buff, and then let me go over yonder over here. So we've got like crabs everywhere. If you don't know how to put that, you just need to make the cutting boards from the farmer, and you can go ahead and place whatever food. Same as the drinks over there. We got algae, we got rice, we've got our waterfall here, and then another water wheel over here. Why not? I wish we could see them turn. I don't know if that's my settings. Potentially is. And then we've got more stuff over here. This is probably one of my favorite houses here, to be honest. Like, we've got just storage everywhere, just to give it that little bit of difference. We have, if you've noticed, put like massive fireplaces in all of the houses. This place feels a bit empty. I might have to add something there. And then we've got 2 beds in this one with giant windows to give these 2 fellas that lovely view. There's normally NPCs spawning out there so they can see people killing each other if they wanted to. Don't have curtains, unfortunately, so whatever they do is not private. Let me go up here. And then this is like our big chilling area, right? It's almost like a bar-ish kind of. But yeah, that's that whole area, I think. And then this last bit, we've got another billboard here because, you know, why not? And then chairs and more storage. Storage for days. Chilling area at the front, and hopefully nighttime's coming. But we've got... They've all got their own bookcase, right? With all sorts of books, bits and bobs, like potions if they want to use. And then here is his chilling area, food, books, tea, whatever. And then here if he wants to get ready, whatever he wants to do. And then up here, this is kind of cool, right? I like this concept. If you walk up here, no railings, obviously, because there is no railings, so I haven't found any to fit this kind of aesthetic. We have food here. I don't know why you'd put drinks there, but it's there anyway. And then we have this here. Pretty much that is everything we did, and honestly this took a hot minute. It's not necessarily the build that takes the longest amount of time. It is the just like all these little things, try to make it look nice and everything to fit together, right? So oh no, we've got rain. That's not good. That might cut out most of our stuff, but that, I think we're not going to get to see the nighttime, I don't think, at least. But I think I've shown enough for you to get the gist. You'll probably see it in another video when we do cross paths with this area, because I feel like we're going to be here frequently. But with that said, gentlemen, I think that's going to do it for this video. Like I said, hit a thumbs up, do everything. If you don't want to, that is fine. But I do appreciate all the feedback down below. With that said, that's going to do it for this one, gentlemen. And if you did find yourself enjoying this one, you know what to do. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.